You're listening to the Packernet Podcast Network.
With threats to our nation waiting around every corner, adaptability is more important than ever. When conditions change without notice, quick strategic thinking is crucial. And with obstacles consistently impending, determination is essential in overcoming them. It's this willingness, decisiveness, and resilience that sets Marines apart. With our fighting spirit, we don't just fight battles, we win them. Marines are the constant our nation counts on to fight the unknown. And through adaptable problem solving, we do just that. Learn more at marines.com.
Think you know the Brooks Ghost? Think again. Introducing the all-new, better-than-ever Ghost 16. Now with nitrogen-infused cushioning for lightweight, supreme softness that feels good every step, every street, every single day. So go ahead, take your daily joyride in the all-new nitrogen-infused Ghost 16. It'll turn your everyday miles into everyday endorphins. Let's run there. Head to brooksrunning.com to learn more.
The power sweep actually is the lead play in our offense. We ask our YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet, get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here and try to run this play in the alley.
What's up, guys? Welcome into Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on Packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. Text us 865-658-5824. Join alongside Tim live in Green Bay. Look at this. We got an empty seat swinging here with Emilio. He'll be with us here in a second. So, Tim, how you doing today, bud? Sound like you were doing some yard work earlier, man.
Man, I feel like I got a little tan today. I was out, got some sunlight. Did a little mowing, cutting, blowing, raking, sweeping, all of that stuff, man. Felt good. Just took the bug out of my hair, man. Sorry about that.
You're good, man. I call that redneck therapy is what I call it. Get out there. Hey, man, if you're feeling down, you're feeling kind of, man, life, you get a little stressed out from the everyday grind, grab a chainsaw and just hit the woods, bro, and just work yourself until you're ready to go to bed, man. That's the best way to do it. So
that's right.
I bet you got the yard looking good up there, though, bro.
Yeah, cleaned it up a little bit. Looks pretty good.
Absolutely. So we're going to get into our new segment here. I've been talking about it for a while now, which we're going to call PTA Rewind. And basically, we're going to go back to every game last year. Understand it's not going to be as in-depth as the Chalk Talk segments, right? You guys can go back and watch those. They're still on YouTube. All you got to do is type in Packers Total Access, Chalk Talk, and the team that you want to see. You'll see, like the Bears, you'll get both of those games. Same thing with the Vikings. We did a Chalk Talk. To the best of my knowledge, we did one for every single week last year. And what I do on those is we go through and we actually grab the most important plays, right? So what I mean by that is the explosive plays. You'll get plays that led to a scoring drive, things like that. So it's a lot more detailed in that regard. What we're doing today with Rewind is just going back and watching the highlights, okay? So it's like a 14-minute highlight clip from the Packers-Bears Week 1, and going to be a lot of fun to just kind of dive back into it. I've got it queued up in the Telestrator, so if I do see something that, hey, we want to kind of draw this out, we can do that. We're going to do it with the audio too, which is really cool because you get kind of the emotion of the announcers as well. But before we get into it, I do want to formally announce that we are going to be doing a college football podcast here on the channel as well. And you guys know that I've been pretty vocal about how we want to do that. First of all, you'll never see Packers Total Access, and then we do a college football podcast. So I understand that there's many viewers of our channel and many listeners of our podcast that aren't interested in college football. That's totally cool. I get it, right? But if it is something you're interested in, then what we're going to do is kind of take the approach of just a global look at college football and really keyed in around who are the top programs, who are the top prospects coming up in this year's NFL draft. but we're going to take a different approach where we're actually diving into the college season a little bit more. Who's in the Heisman running? Who's in the running for the new playoff system? All that stuff. So we get a quick intro for that, and then we'll get into this week 1 rewind. It's a little hot, so watch your ears, okay? If you got a headset in, give you 3 seconds, turn it down just a touch. But I've noticed that some of our intros are too quiet, so I want to make sure that you could hear it. But here is the intro to our new college football podcast. We're just going to keep it lame duck and call it College Football Total Access. All right, but here we go. Thank you. So
I love it, Clay. I love it, man. Get me fired up. I'm not much of a college football guy myself, but I might be now.
Not bad for an old redneck, right? A little bit of editing tool there. $10 a month. Amazing what $10 a month to get you, Emilio. And I'm not talking about down on Magnolia Avenue either.
Oh, right. I was just wondering who you paid to do that.
So again, you guys seen the four players on that screen grab at the end there, kind of the pick of the podcast, are currently the top 4 consensus big board prospects. So again, we're going to try to keep a close eye on those future, projected first rounders, that type of thing. So it'll be a lot of fun, man. Just the way we can kind of get into college football this year. But nonetheless, we're here to do a recap. Like I said, a little rewind of week 1, Packers Bears. Let's just get right into it. You guys confirm you can see this for me, right?
Can see.
Yes. Let me set the tone real quick.
Yeesh.
Oh, Lord have mercy. We're already off. All right. So again, these aren't like what I would dub as the most important plays from this game. These are the highlight reels from NFL.com, though. Okay. So it's like a 14-minute clip. We'll be able to pause it as we go. There's going to be audio. Let's go ahead and roll the tape here. This is the Bears' first possession of the game.
Amount of skilled players around him. They make the trade for DJ Moore, and he changes that quick. Meanwhile, set up a screen. Herbert gets a block, makes it tackle. Herbert across the 25 and a first down for the Bears.
So right off the bat, that's a tough start, right, guys?
Was that Kenny that almost had him and missed him?
It was, yeah. We'll kind of take it back here and show you what happened. We'll go 50% real quick, and we'll try to go fast. I'll keep an eye on the clock, too, because there are a lot of plays. But you'll notice they're setting up a screen here. And I'm pretty sure this is called a slip screen. And Emilio, you correct me if I'm wrong. This guy is just going to slide through, right?
Yep.
On a little screen pass. And they're going to bring the blockers from the backside, right? That's the way it seems, or at least it might be the guard over here. So, sometimes the screen will happen on the play side. Those guys will get out front, but it actually comes from the backside. So you'll see Quay, he kind of gets swallowed up on a block, and then Kenny misses a tackle here. And this is what we talked about. So you see Clay in the middle right here, right? He's starting to read it. You can see the screen starting to set up here, right, with the blockers getting out front. Now here comes Quay. You'd like to see him be a little more patient there. You see how he shoots a shot on the outside. That's exactly what they want. When you hear coaches talk about the screen pass, they talk about getting in here on the sidewalk. Many people think a screen pass, you catch it and you bounce it out. That's not how a screen works. Typically, they're trying to form a wall to where you've got what they call the sidewalk, or what Brian Bulaga referred to as the train tracks. Okay, so Quay's got to kind of know that, right? You've either got to be overly aggressive and shoot this, or you've got to kind of lag back and let the offensive lineman get in the running back's way and make the tackle. But yeah, like you pointed out here, Tim, Kenny coming up from behind here and just can't make the tackle, man.
Yeah, it didn't look like he took a bad angle there.
Yeah.
He might have just been a half a step behind and just, another half a yard, maybe he trips him up there.
I do like the hustle.
Really close.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say, Emilio, the hustle?
I do like the hustle, though. Didn't give up on the play, still tried to chase him down, even though he did miss it. But I see what you're saying on Quay there. Either shoot inside, or you have to dive at his legs right now.
Yeah, you're right, Emilio. He was pretty deep behind the line of scrimmage to even get, that's good hustle to just get back there to even try and make a shoestring tackle there.
Yeah. So there's your first big play of the game. Obviously, it didn't have a huge factor in the game's outcome. That's why I didn't have it in the Chalk Talk segment. But nonetheless, it's important to look at Ja talking right there. You've seen it. All right, let's go back with the audio here. Let's see the next play that they show. It's still the first quarter. This is a 3rd and 1 play. This is pretty cool, man. Defense stands up tall.
And they get a little sneak to Kmet, who came in motion and took the snap.
Little QB sneak by the tight end.
First look.
So you see a stop there, and then the very next play, they're going for another quarterback sneak. Look at the defense standing tall.
Look at that. Didn't move.
He jumped like you typically see down on the goal.
So let's take that back for a second. I want to see exactly who submarines right off the bat here, because it looked like to me the big boy got pushed off the ball there a touch.
It looks that Eningbare. Looks
see
like
here.
Eningbare and Kenny, and then Slayton's just to the left shoulder of the center.
And you can see Slayton gets kicked back, but Kenny, I'm pretty sure this is Kenny's rear end right here.
Yeah.
And you see, man, he is a yard in the backfield. So kudos to Kenny there. He's really the one that blew it up. You see Preston Smith too. Look at Preston Smith's helmet, man.
Right.
Like, I mean, he's got that push as well.
I
Dude said, I know that Kenny Clark rear end anywhere, huh?
Right. I think Slayton was taking on the double team there, actually, with the guard and the center.
Yep.
And that's why Preston was kind of able to slip behind the guard's hip.
Yep, I think you're right.
But I like that he held his ground. I mean, dude, his shoulders
look at
past the line of scrimmage.
That's a good point.
Way coming over the top trying to punch, too. You see him ripping at the ball.
Ja at the end.
I know it. Reminds me, I had a buddy in high school. His name was Wes, and all the football players made fun of him because after every play, he was holding his hand up like he got the tackle, trying to get the stat column. Everybody in the box is like, shut up, bro. We know you didn't make that tackle.
Bring that back a little bit. All 3 of those guys, the loudest mouths on the field. Look, Jair, you got Sav, and we got Rasul.
Yeah.
None of them were actually in on the play until the end. I love it.
Yeah, you don't want to stick your nose in there with all that beef up front, man.
There's your boy Rudy Ford down there too.
Yeah. Moment of silence for Rudy Ford, please. I need that for a second. Maybe he'll pop back up. I don't know. I don't even know if he's been signed or not. Anyway, first quarter. So obviously they stood tall there on 4th down. Look at this 3rd and 13 play. First quarter, 10 minutes left. Still tied 0-0. Let's see what happens here. First of all, what's the set looking like here, guys? We got a gun 11, right? And it's a dub set, although you got a nasty split up top, right? Yep, there you go. T's on the same side. And you got Jaden Reed in the slot. You got Dobbs. This is what I was talking about with Dobby. Dobby just kind of played outside and ran goal routes the whole time. But let's see how this thing unfolds here with the announcers.
Love firing Dobbs, catches in stride.
There you go.
They think
Dobbs on a quick slant. You love to see it, man.
Dude,
That looked in rhythm too. That was a good throw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give that man 8 yards of separation, and you don't think Love sees a quick slant opportunity?
Exactly right, man. You get that ball and you just hammer that slant, right? Hammer the slant, and it's just going to be get upfield and get that first down.
And on top of that, the inside DB is shading inside of Jaden Reed anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's no help to the flat
Plenty
at
of
all.
clearance, yeah. Plenty of clearance there. He just turns that thing loose, too, man. That's a good ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Keeps
And
Dobbs.
it looked a tad behind, but that looks like because Rome like kind of hesitated a little.
Yeah.
I don't think that was on Jordan. I think that ball was out in time.
And maybe he was even trying to just keep him safe too, Tim. You know, just kind of stay back a little bit from that inside guy.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. All right, next play. This is that we're going to show is 1st and 10, 8:23 left in the first quarter.
they think they're going to make a night and day difference.
Quick motion, right? So right here, this is an interesting set, and they showed a lot of different looks in week 1 against the Bears. So this is obviously, if I'm looking at this correctly, this is 13 personnel, okay? Ben Sims, Luke Musgrave, Josiah DeGuara. Now, some people say Josiah is a fullback. Okay, let's call it 22 then. It's either 13 or 22, depending on if you see the H-back as a tight end or as a true fullback. So that's what we mean by 13. So you went 3 tight end set here. Really interesting. Let's see what they run.
Defense, and as you said, it's nothing to improve from last year.
Let's see if we can pick this up, Emilio. What kind of running play is this? This looks like duo to me. I could be wrong. Remember, duo is vertical power. Okay, when you're talking about power, let's say this guard was going to be running power. He's looking to get to the next level, right? And he's going to move over at least one gap. Notice no one skips a gap, but what you'll see with duo are double teams up front, and then they're trying to get to the next level. And some people would see this and say, nope, it's zone, Clayton. I'm not going to argue with you because I'm telling you, it is an argument as old as the day is long. Everyone, it's literally, is it zone, is it duo? Is it zone, is it duo? But you'll notice how people, offensive linemen, get to the next level and kind of they'll double their way to the second level. And then, of course, like I said, this is kind of a stretch right play here. Let's go ahead and turn it down here since we know what's going on here.
Yeah, it does kind of look like duo with a lead, definitely coming from DeGuara there. But I like how they are getting to that second level. Zach Tom sealed them off real well.
Going to miss Bach too, man. Let's watch Bach on that play just for old time's sake. Obviously, Bach up here, right? And let's watch it in slow motion. Watch. This is what we're talking about with Bach and how he just has that. When he's healthy, man, he's as versatile as any offensive lineman. Look how far upfield he gets. He putting hands on guys.
Seals off the backside linebacker, actually impacting the play so that Aaron Jones can cut off his hip.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. If we look up and it's week 4 and Bakhtiari all of a sudden is healthy, who knows, man? The Packers might bring him in, do a quick physical, and say, you know what? Let's roll. Let's do this. You never know. If I was Bach, I would hang it up. I just go, I'm done, guys. I'm going to go hang out with the family and watch ball on Sundays. That's just me, though. So let's see what we got here now. This is a 3rd and 2 play, 7:28 left in the first quarter. Got a trip set. So you got trips left, nub right, and the T is on the weak side. All right, let's see what kind of play they draw up here. Let's go with the announcers this time as well.
Press man.
Gets a great block.
Just a perfect play call against press man. Pull all the defenders to one side of the field. Run it to the strong side tight end with the open gap. Look at the space between Runyon and Musgrave there. I mean, there's like 2 dudes not even there.
The thing that bothers me here is watch Josh Myers, Tim. This is what we talked about all year. And I know people are, oh, Myers played better. He's going to pull here, right? He's going to kind of get out front and tell me who he blocks. I would love to know. Watch Josh Myers here on this play. So out of a gun set, you see he pulls.
Runyon actually sealed and turned him.
See what I'm saying? Like, it's just –
He
that should have been a touchdown.
Almost blocked 29, I guess. He'd have been better off just falling down in front of him.
There's an argument to be made that Aaron should have cut it back out, right? If you cut it outside, I get it. But still, you just seen this on tape all year long from Myers, other than the second half of the season. It's just he's always out here, right, by himself. And the guy's getting tackled here. It's like,
can you go back to the snap? I wonder if on these type of plays with him, it's like a timing thing because he looks like he got out. Like once he snaps the ball, right here, he looks good, right?
No, he's so quick, Tim.
It's like he's almost too fast, and then he gets out in space, and he's like, what do I do?
Right. Because right here, man, you don't like the way he kind of holds up right here. You got to be full sprint. Go after him, annihilate.
Yeah, he could have just taken that dude out.
Yeah,
he should have drove that dude to the pylon.
And again, I don't want to harp on a positive play too bad in a negative light. It's just you've seen that all year with Josh Myers, and maybe he puts it together this year. I sure hope so. All right, first quarter, 6:14 left, still 0-0. 3rd and go. You notice the Packers got a huge defensive stand, went right down the freaking field here, right? So we're in a dub set here. So this looks like empty. We're going empty gun, right? And when I said dubs, that's what I mean by dubs. But with it's empty T flex. What I mean by T flex, Aaron Jones is flexed right there. There's your tight end up top. All right. So you see Jordan kind of directing traffic. You got Jaden Reed in motion, little quick motion, little cheat motion. They basically set up to a bunch on the left side with the cheat motion, right? Now watch Jordan just going to be patient, not there, climb the pocket, little pump. Look at that throw. Like, that's a pretty ball right there. I got to hear it with the announcers, man. I'm a sucker for this stuff. So let's get some sound on this one real quick as Jordan throws this touchdown pass to Romeo Doubs.
There's Love. Taps it a couple times. Go ahead. Doubs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
That was beautiful. That was as much the pump fake by Jay Money, and as much the route. Watch him stick that route.
He just shows a little.
Baits them and then right into the inside. Beautiful.
Watch 4. Oh, I was going to say, no, keep playing it. But
Okay.
at the end, he taps him. He's, dude, that was on me, man. I got roasted.
Yep.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite part of the play, though. Watch him climb the pocket, a little baby pump fake, and this is just a flick of the wrist. This is what we mean by arm talent. Look, see, look at that.
Yeah. Wonder where he got that from.
Yeah, exactly.
Fading away.
And you know what? All of that hitch and that moving up in the pocket and that little pump fake at the end, that's all giving Rome time to run that route, to cook that DB exactly how he did. If Jordan unloads that ball too soon, that's an incomplete pass, maybe
Absolutely.
even picked.
With hands all around him too, man. That's
Right.
that arm talent they're talking about. That's just a flick of the wrist, man.
And that
On the
pump
golf
got-
course, they call that a fade. He put a little fade on that one.
See?
Yep.
And that pump got the D line to throw their hands.
Yep.
Gave him an extra second to hit that window.
Absolutely. All right, next possession for the Bears. Packers lead 7-0. First quarter, 6:01 left. Like I said, 1st and 10 play. Here we go.
How do the Bears respond? It's Fields on the move. First read, not there. Fires, and that is caught. That's a strike to Mooney.
You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com. You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com. You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com. You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com.
All right, so obviously first down there. Now we're a few plays later, 2nd and 12 for the Bears.
Here we go.
Second down. Fields.
Yeah.
Herbert makes the catch, turns around, racing to the 40.
Now, see, this is, again, I don't want to harp on it too much because, again, it was a big win. But this is why we're going back and watching it. You know the PFF grade, extremely low for Quay Walker this year, right? There's no two ways about it. Everybody's talked about it. Watch him right here. This is Quay. You've got to make that tackle.
Yeah.
That's not a good look.
He goes in there and blows that up. That's like 5 to 7 yards less on the gain if he gets in there. Is that a bad angle? You think he just took a bad angle to the ball carrier?
I just don't.
I think maybe when he saw Keyshawn flash on his right, he got a little worried, didn't want to trip into him. But like you were saying, Clayton, you want him to come downhill before all that anyway. If you were coming with a head of steam,
Yeah, you just got to
maybe it
attack.
was an angle, Tim. Maybe.
Yeah, because
look at
I'm
Rudy,
thinking
though.
that play should end with Quay shoulder checking dude right out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, just annihilating him.
Yeah.
You've got it. I mean, that's you're that gap destroyer. You're playing Mike, right? You're that guy that sets the tone. That's just not So, but he makes up for it later in the game. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but we'll get
Sure
to
do.
it.
Yeah, even though that happened, Clayton, I do love there was still 3 heads to the ball.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
huge.
Yeah, so here we are. This is a unique front. I know everybody like to pretend we just ran a 4-man rush and never got a
Joe Barry playing soft again.
We got a 5-man front out of a gun 11 look. So you see they're kind of showing pressure here, right? And you're still showing the 2 high shell, but my guess is this is probably your rotation guy. So the other one, Savage, is probably going to drop deep. He's probably going to rotate down just from the pre-snap key. Let's see if this is a blitz here. Let's do the announcement. This is a 3rd and 7 play, 2:14 left in the first quarter. Packers lead 7-0.
There's a fine line.
Yep, blitz. See it?
Yep.
Everybody firing.
Quick throw here, though.
Man, that's frustrating. Let's turn it down here because I want you to watch Kenny on this play. And again, Kenny didn't grade out all that well this year. Watch Kenny. And the thing about Kenny, dude, he's still got that jump. I'm gonna try to play it. I'm gonna go 25% so you can see it. Watch how quick he jumps. He's off the ball quick, man.
Yep.
And already throwing his pass rush move in, right? This is the frustrating part, though. Look, he's got him, right? Like he should at least put him on his rear end. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and these are the things, like I all year long, I'm going, I can't. I'm watching Chalk Talk, and I'm like, I want to join the party and say this is Joe Barry's fault because that's an easy answer, but Joe Barry didn't tell Kenny to look in the opposite direction.
Right. And
now,
this is one of those things you see.
Week, though.
You see this in week 1, and you're like, okay, if you're still seeing it again in week 8, 9, 10, and it's not changing,
right?
It's kind of hard to attribute that to the first game of the year. You're getting your legs under you,
right? And that does fall on Joe Barry. Make no two bones about it. Like if you can't get your guys up and ready to play, that's on you. But again, just a lot of penetration there. They ran a little smoke route up top, and it looked like Enagbare got a hand on the ball. So Enagbare kind of making his presence felt there. Just a touch. That was a 3rd and 7 play. And, it's funny. Ryan on his podcast the other day played a clip of a Chicago Bears guy talking about he was at this game. I don't know if you guys listened to that pod or not, but he was chiming in from the game. Remember, he said, they obviously don't trust Jordan Love. They won't let him throw it down the field, right? Well, look at this, 3rd and 7, and look at the play call. It's literally a smoke screen.
Yeah, I don't know why Flus keeps calling all these screens.
Right. So, So there you go. Defense, 2 straight possessions, stood tall. Let's see if they go for it on 4th down. Nope, they settled for a field goal here.
Settle for a field goal.
That's what I said.
Santos from 47 up, and it
Hustle.
is good.
All right, so 7-3, 120 left in the first quarter. Man, backs against the wall on your own 20, 3rd and 15 you're facing here. Let's see what we do.
It forced them to keep the linebackers on the field. 3rd and long. Quick throw over the middle. Much greater. The rookie tight end, but nowhere, which is. All
right, so obviously short of the first down, had to punt. Second quarter now. First play of the second quarter, Bears possession on their own 30-yard line. Packers up 7-3. 2nd and 17 play.
His ability to create and improvise. Pass here on the fake. Now the escapes. Shaking.
Another one.
Now you know why he's going to be returning kicks in Pittsburgh this year.
Right, exactly. But here's another one of those plays that we're talking about. This is why Quay graded out bad, right? Right here, Quay is as physical as they come. He has quickness to beat the band. Like, that's why you draft him. He's got to be able to make this tackle. And you see Justin Fields just kind of shakes him out of his shoes. Another missed tackle, right? They had him in a position to make the play. That's the whole reason he's sitting in that middle zone, too. It almost doubles as a spy, right? I mean, you see Quay, all right, got him. He's hammed up. Let's go. Makes a miss, right? So kind of a bad day for Quay other than the one big play at the end of the day. But here we go, 3rd and 7. Packers up 7-3 in the second quarter. Let's get back to 100% here.
What's coming? Fields.
God, boys, that is a perfect play call. Am I right? Like they fired a cat blitz here. And notice the pressure up top. I might as well just keep the sound down. We're going to
Man, if Ja would have just went full speed straight through, you would have blew Fields up.
You guys remember when we're doing Chalk Talk it was Oladapo, Evan Williams, but more importantly, or more specifically, Javon Bullard. Remember how I talked about he knew his assignment. He knew which half of the ball carrier to attack. This is the perfect example of how not to do that. Ja's got to know this is a cat blitz. There's no one else out here to help me. Mm-hmm. So you aim for the outside shoulder. If you miss this tackle, you miss and he has to cut back in, right? And watch where Ja misses that. So fires the cat. First of all, this is just look how many guys are rushing, right? It's a double cat blitz.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Double cat blitz, you're bringing 5, you're dropping a couple linebackers back is what it looks like.
But Joe Barry's not aggressive on 3rd downs.
So look at Ja. You see what right here? You've got to know you're attacking this side of his body.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, what Ja does is he cheats inside right there.
Right
See?
there. Yep.
And that's what allows him to take the edge.
Wasn't watching the hips. The hips barely moved off the hash mark.
He
Shakira
almost
trying
still
to tell
wrapped him
him, man.
too. That just shows you how much of a freak of an athlete Ja really is, because he almost still wrapped Fields up there, even after he missed.
Yeah. Here's Preston. So he was one of the guys dropping on the fire zone blitz. And again, Justin Fields makes him miss as well. I bet the defense got some really bad grades on this game, no doubt. All right, second quarter, 12:37 left, 1st and 10 play for the Bears. Packers up 7-3. Looks like we're showing a 34 jam front. Got Lucas Van Ness on the bottom there. All right, it's going to be inside run. And that's run.
And it's 10 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked like they were doing an ET stunt there with LVN.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, and they made it. They might have done it on the top side, and that's probably could have been why they slipped through. I don't know.
Yeah. So you're saying he's going to loop around here?
Yeah.
Little
And
game. Let's see if we. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Also, Anibari did too, actually.
Yeah, a little double. Yeah, see, and you can do that. You can get creative, but on a 1st and 10 where it's a rundown, to me that's a bad call because you're going to leave yourself very, very vulnerable up the middle. But still, you don't see guys attacking the ball. Like this is the problem here too. The running back has the ball. He's already taken 1.5 yards, and look right here. Just you know what I mean? No flow to the football at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and doing that ET stunt opened up that hole right there on the left side.
It sure did. Yeah. So a little too aggressive right there. But so big run, 1st down for the Bears. All right, still 7-3, 1st and 10, 11:59 left in the second quarter. Little DJ Moore motion. They're going to go to Dubs set here. Looks like the Y is flexed out wide up top. All right, so just a little quick out.
Ugh.
My boy Rudy Ford. Did he miss a tackle? Rudy Ford never misses tackles. So again, you're just seeing it over and over and over. It's like, to me, they're not bad defensive calls. It's just that's bad execution right there, man. And that's the thing too. You got to know you got the sideline that's going to help you there. Just get in there and force him out, man. Yeah. So kind of tough. So another 1st down there for the Bears. They're rolling, right? 1st and 10. Next play. Out of the gun. Fields back to pass. Going to hammer the slant to DJ Moore. Another 1st down. Missed tackle. Lord have mercy.
Can you run that back? Like why? Like what's Ja doing
up top?
When this ball, like, look where his eyes are. I mean, he's got to know this is coming,
right?
And he doesn't even. It's like he's not even breaking on the ball.
Yeah, right there.
He's just staying there and giving up that inside area. Like, break on that ball, man.
I actually think he saw that the swing route
right
at
here,
the top of the screen. Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
And it froze him for a second.
Yeah,
watch his body freeze right there.
Yeah,
right.
He's definitely the conflict defender in that concept, right? If he stays at home, then hammer the swing or the shoot route.
But then maybe even Quay, swing to the right just a smidge. If we got Keyshawn sitting there on the hashes, try to maybe close that down. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right here, man. You got I don't like Sewell there, man. Like Sewell just comes in and starts grabbing. Like, come on, grab the dude, get him on the ground. What are we doing here? That's a tough look. Tough look on Jair there too, to be honest with you. Anyway, I still can't believe we boat raced the Bears in this game because it doesn't feel like it right now, right? Second quarter, 9:46 left. Second and goal play for the Bears. All right, little play action pass. Fields rolls right. Look at Lucas Van Ness. Look at my boy.
Oh, my goodness.
God, dude, he is so quick. Let's roll it back. We're going to have to make up some time here, so we're going to roll with the announcers for a minute, and we'll just break down the big plays, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, watch Van Ness here. You can tell Justin Fields thinks, oh, I've got the edge on this cat. You kidding me? This big white boy, I can outrun him. Wrong. Watch this.
Fields. Trouble again. Chasing him, and he got him down.
Yeah, man, that's just
Lucas Van Ness.
That's athleticism. That's good FBI, and that's taking a good angle and just finishing the play, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's one of the most elusive quarterbacks in the league, right? Justin Fields with the ball in space running around normally lights up a defender in that situation.
You seen what he did to Quay Walker earlier, right? So,
yeah.
So that forces a 3rd and goal. Fields turns it loose. Rasul Douglas with the breakup. Right, so 29-yard attempt is good. 7-6 in the second quarter.
Well, that's huge. That's a huge PBU by Rasul there. Saves a touchdown, makes him take 3.
Look at AJ. Let's go, Quadzilla. Give him a little dose of Dylan. That's tough. That's tough look right there. That's a 3rd down play.
Yeah.
Pretty decent coverage, though.
Mm-hmm.
From our rookie. A little late coming out. This is what we were talking about last year, early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jordan was a little early or a little late on some of those throws.
Yeah, definitely. Here's a 3rd and 20 play. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Bears ball. Oh, so frustrating, man. We're going to go 2 hours if we ain't careful. But this is what I'm talking about with Devontae Wyatt, man. Watch how good Devontae Wyatt is here, guys. Like, he beats his guy like a freaking drum, but he can never make the tackle. Watch. Look at this. That's tough, man.
Could have had a safety almost.
Yeah. So, obviously, it was a 3rd and 20. Here we are, Packers ball. Second quarter, 5:23 left. Up 7-6. We'll check down. 3rd and 6. Let's go. Samori Torre. Now we're driving. 3rd and 6.
Love the pocket. Oh, except for that.
Oh, you see the little baby stiff arm. It's more just he did that whole thing where you put your finger on the lips and go shh. Just run your finger down his face. Watch. Shh.
He had to because Zach Tom was going to get called for the hold if he kept pushing him in the back there.
All right, Bears ball, 2nd and 10. First down. So we're in the middle 8 here. It's huge. 3rd and 9 play. Ooh. Rashawn Gary with the pressure.
Yep.
1 minute left before halftime. 3rd and 10 play.
Middle 8.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that was slot cross. I got to know because I'm telling you, LaFleur ran I think it was, a bunch of slot cross. So with the slot cross concept, you guys know it's kind of a big play here, so we'll draw it out. It's going to be a crosser, and then a backside might work his way up, and then a backside dig. You're trying to create 4 windows of opportunity here to throw the football. So with the first window here, and that's where he ends up hitting him at. And then here it's out of the break, and then in this second window here. Love slot cross. Probably my favorite concept. Ball was definitely underthrown too, wasn't it? Behind him.
Yep.
Good adjustment.
I mean, if he hits him in stride there, you wonder if he goes to the house.
Absolutely. All right, here we are. 2nd and 10 play, 37 seconds left. Only 1 timeout for the Packers, middle 8. Little bunch set. Ooh. That's just too much time. You got to get rid of the ball there. That's on Love for sure. Mr. Anders Carlson. That's a bad snap, too. Did you see it?
Yep, sure was.
Daniel Whelan. I want to see them extend Daniel Whelan. That's just – I mean, he's damn good at his job, both holding and punting.
And punting, yep.
Bang, down. That's not an easy field goal either, man.
And he spun it, too, right at the end. He got it down and spun the laces out just in time.
Definitely. So
great work. So I've got a little bit of a halftime announcement since we're at halftime here.
What you got?
The Bears suck.
This halftime announcement was brought to you by Home Depot. Let's get back to the action. Packers, obviously, they're winning the middle 8 because of that field goal, 3-0 right now. Okay, so here we go, up 10-6. Packers get the ball after halftime. 1st and 10 play. Let's pick up. Jonesy, gonna miss that guy. Gonna be rooting against him in purple, though, baby.
Twice a year at least. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he had a game.
He had a hell of a game.
Second half, yeah.
Oh, a little boot. Throwback. The bad news is that was Aaron Jones. He's no longer a Packer. The good news is that's something Josh Jacobs can do. There was nothing crazy special about that play. That was all the floor scheming that up. I mean, he was running butt naked through the trailer park. All right, here we go. 3rd and goal, up 10-6. This is the opening drive. It's not technically the middle late anymore, although this is the same drive that the middle late existed in. So, Jonesy touchdown. And here's where the boat race ensues.
I love the deception in that play too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like they're looking past that whole time.
Yeah. Who we got coming off the edge right here, boys? Who is this?
I don't know, but he was coming like a
Is
freight train.
It wasn't Preston. Who is it? 96? Is that Kobe Wooden? I think that might be Kobe Wooden here. I'm not sure. Thick. Oh, that's Wyatt. That's Wyatt, baby. God, look how quick he is.
Dude, no wonder he ran with the linebackers instead of the D linemen.
Yeah, no doubt. So you'll see him right here. He's just going to split the gap, and watch how quick he gets to Justin Fields.
The lineman was like, the running back was like, dude, what do I do?
So Devontae Wyatt showing up here, man, big time. That forces a 3rd and 18 play. First possession of the second half for the Bears. Dump it off. Good job by Sewell there.
This defensive line of Green Bay was a strength of this team.
Forced the punt.
We can see why. Killed and punted away. Jaden Reed way back there. As we get to the sideline, does so.
Let's go. A little nudge there at the end. You see him? Look, the punter tried to throw an elbow to the punter, mad. Look at Jay can get a little something at the end.
That's okay. The Bears got a new punter in the draft. They'll be fine.
Tim, you had to go there, dude. All right, 3rd and 12 for the Packers, man. There was a lot of 3rd and longs in this game for Jordan Love, no doubt. Up 17-6, 3rd quarter, 7 minutes left, 3rd and 12 play. Well, cheat motion by Reed.
Oh, come on. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, he's a battering ram. Here we go. 4th and 3. There it was.
Ball. Great ball right
Let's
there.
Go ahead and take it back.
This was the hammy play, though. This was the hammy play for Jonesy. That's where it all started.
Little angle route right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what you're essentially doing is you're getting with the angle route. What you're doing is you're trying to get the conflict defender. Get back to my screen here. You're trying to get this. I'm pretty sure this is the conflict defender. So he is in man coverage on Jones, right? So what you're trying to do on this play is you're trying to get him to commit out.
Have you ever experienced turbulence on a flight and wondered why?
And you can see all the terrain around you. You've got no issue with visibility or anything?
No, everything's PG.
Maybe you've sat on the tarmac for hours wondering why your plane isn't moving.
Well, we're outside here. They're saying the ramp is closed. They won't let us park because of Air Force One.
Listen in on the conversations between pilots and air traffic controllers on the Air Traffic Out of Control podcast.
512 Whiskey declaring an emergency. There's smoke in the cabin. I need to make a landing right now on 31 left.
We have the most interesting, wild, and funny ATC recordings you will ever hear. Check out Air Traffic Out of Control wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
And then cut it back inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you catch them in man coverage, and this safety already is dedicated to one of these two receivers here because he's playing post safety, it's off the races. So watch Jonesy back in. It's over right there. Like you said, Tim, that's a pretty ball.
Yeah, no hesitation from Jordan. He just let it rip as soon as he saw it.
There's the hammy.
There's the hammy.
Yep. That's me every time I walk the garbage can down to the curb right there.
That's me getting out of bed in the morning.
Dude, that was crazy. Press man Jordan saw it, and once he saw that linebacker just overplay it to the outside, it was over.
Yeah, no hesitation, right? He knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. So what Greg Cosell talks about, elimination, isolation. Come to the line, press man on the outside, single high safety, eliminate everything else. It can't be too high. It can't be a cover 4. It can't be 2-man under. It's probably cover 1 man. All right, my route, my isolation play is going to be the T angle. That's exactly what he hit.
I like how Jordan compressed his throwing motion there, too. Here's a good angle, too, to see it.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful,
it's like a little bit of arm, mostly wrist, but he just just shortened that delivery to get that ball out in rhythm.
Right there, it's over. It is over.
Yeah.
He knew exactly. Did he try to look him off a little bit too here, Amelia? Oh yeah, look at the stripe
The
of the
right,
hip.
yeah.
Look at that. See, he's kind of holding this guy here right now,
Yep.
right? He knows where he's going with the football the whole time. Well, flick, and it went right by box here too, didn't it?
And him looking him off. The linebacker bit on Jaden Reed coming across on either the drag or the slant.
Look where the ball's at. That's what Emilio was talking about. Look where the ball is, and look at the linebacker still by.
He's still going.
Yeah.
But I like how you're right though, Clayton. He put that ball right over box left shoulder, right behind Big E, right over box left shoulder. I love it.
Listen to the announcers here in super slow motion. Look at that, boy.
The Bears still suck.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. His throwing motion, bro. Let's watch it.
Tater. Look at the spin on that one.
Let's admire that one for just a second, all right? Just look at the flick of the wrist right here, man. Index finger on the ball. Oh, my God, man. Look at that. People are going, it's a 7-yard pass, Clayton. Calm down. I know, but it's
wobble at all on that ball. Just beautiful.
Beautiful ball, man. All right, next play. 3rd and 3 play for the defense. Oh, yes. You know what I just realized? Devontae Wyatt had one hell of a game here, boys. That's who knocked that ball out just now. I remember this from Chalk Talk. Let's slow it down. Watch Devontae Wyatt here. Again, this is 24-6. This thing's just about over now, right? They're trying their best to get back in it. 3rd and 3 play. He's going to scramble for the first down here. It's going to be close, right? Watch Devontae Wyatt on this entire play, though. So you're going to see him. He's on the outside right now. He recognized, okay, he's running back. Watch him get the hand in here and punch this ball out. Just barely enough, right? There.
How about these hands?
See if they show a replay here, because I do remember you can actually see it's like his thumb or his index finger that actually strips the ball out. Yeah, Devontae Wyatt, man, I think he's going to be a dog. He's going to be a beast. We just got to get that tackling shirt up and got to get his run defense. Yeah, look right here. Preston gets a hand on it, but watch Devontae right here.
Oh, yeah, it's like he pulled his hand off the ball almost.
Right.
Yep.
It looks like they both squeezed it out. Like they were both putting pressure on the bottom and just whoop, popped it out.
Worth the squeeze.
Squeeze.
He's going to have to work on that if he's returning kicks.
All right, Packers ball 24-6. They lead. It's a 3rd and 8 play. Look, this is what I was talking about. This is what you want to see. Musgrave flex way out wide, right? And it's not technically the field side because they are in an even split here, but still having him flexed out, and then they're going to bring him in almost to a stack look. Jordan back pass. Patient. Woo! Now, you don't want to go there late. That's a big no-no right there.
Dude, what is Runyon doing on the ground again?
Picking daisies. He's picking daisies.
Let's watch Runyon since Emilio wanted to call him out. So let's go. I'm assuming it's right guard, right? Here
Yeah.
we go. Let's watch Runyon. Let's go.
Looked like he was working on his mountain climbers or something halfway through.
Oh, that's
Oh
not
my
a good
God.
look. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. I don't understand what happened to him, man.
Have fun in New York.
He made some money. You got to give him credit.
Yep.
Got paid.
What's coming? Fields coming near side. Mooney's got the catch on the first down. Darnell Mooney. Sometimes the only way you can learn to win is to win. There's going quicker here. They give you the Johnson again. He got a little spark.
Oh, Rudy. What happened, Rudy? Maybe.
Wow.
I'm about to cancel my subscription to the Rudy Ford fan club here. Watch Rudy get annihilated. Bang. I don't mean to laugh, but Emilio, look at this guy, man. Look, what's he doing right here? Is he waving to mom?
I don't even know what to say to that, man. Like a steamroller hit him.
I don't mean to laugh. Oh, that's rough.
He tripped him up.
Rambled, but he rumbled and stumbled.
Exactly, John.
He's got to make his presence felt down here at the red zone. What's coming from Green Bay?
Another blitz. Oh, who got cooked? Keyshawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, Keyshawn got cooked. See if we can see the replay here. Surely they'll show one here. All right. So here's Key. He was kind of showing a little sugar blitz there. You seen he was up here kind of showing he's going to fire. Now he's fading back.
Right, because they did that cat earlier.
Yep, exactly.
Is that single high? Is that just Savage back there?
Yep, that's single high there for sure. Yeah, they played aggressive, man. And again, we played like the 10th most single high. It was something close to top 10 single high last year. Many people thought we just played shell all year. We showed pre-snap shell all year, but we played the large majority of the time single high. But you see Key just kind of gets I don't know what that was.
He was watching.
Yeah, trying to take a peek, wasn't he?
Yeah, looking in the backfield too long.
Yeah. Yeah, just got cooked. Hey, look, don't nothing to see here. This isn't a hole right here, by the way. Unbelievable.
Keyshawn's running at him. Drop it.
Yeah. That leaves the 6. All right, so fourth quarter, we're up by 10 points, right? Kind of going to a little too early to go into your 4-minute offense, but here's a 3rd and 8 play. Let's see what Jordan does with the ball.
4-minute rush, love is all day.
No. Nails Jaden Reed, right? Let's see what the route was. Let's find Jaden pre-snap. Where's Jaden at here? So he's doing a little cheat motion, ain't he, Emilio, coming across. So I'm guessing he run a little out route here would be my guess. Don't worry about that extracurricular there. It's not important.
Now it looks like John's.
Yeah, that's what it was. A little cheat. Kind of showed like almost like a crosser, a cheat to a crosser, but instead ran an out route. Not so play call there, man.
Right.
Oh, I like this one. I remember this. Got him.
Bro, he dribbled the football to himself.
Dude.
There's so much that goes wrong on this play, and the Bears suck so bad that we still got like 40 yards.
This was the play when I knew that all of my belief in Jordan Love since day one was justified because he did not panic here at all. Yeah. No panic. Look how cool. Just yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
Look at Tucker Craft too.
AJ, don't touch it. I got it, bro.
Yeah, Tuck Norris putting in work.
This is all part of the plan. Yeah, look at Tucker Craft right here taking care of a defensive end, an edge defender. Look at this. Look at my boy. Let's go.
Yep.
Poor AJ got smacked in the mouth for no reason.
You guys, do you know what's so awesome about this that I just realized?
What's that?
When this game happened, and like obviously it was my first season of really paying attention to what was going on the field, and like now watching it again, I'm still so far, like I'm sure from what you guys understand, but like it's like speaking a different language. Like I watch this again and I see it totally differently than I did a year ago. It's amazing. Like from you, Clayton, from what you've taught me and like reading the books that I have and seeing things, it's amazing. It really is. It's like speaking a different language, and it's like clarity. Everything was all blurry and now it's jumped into focus. It's so awesome.
And the number one key too is the title of the book, Take Your Eye Off the Ball. Like when you start looking at when you start to understand where to look, the game it completely changes. It really does. Here's Packers up 10 points, up 24-14, 1st and goal play in the 4th quarter. Let's see what we do here. Let's go full speed. A little audio here. Get
those hands.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Physical at the catch point. Rome is that dude. Just put it up in a space. He's going to come down with it.
Look at this. Look at that throw, man.
That was supposed to be back shoulder, and it wasn't.
God almighty.
And he still caught it.
Look at that. That's what we're talking about with the strong hands, man. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
This ball placement.
Dude, I would have absolutely loved to know what Romeo said to this dude when he got up and chirping it. Like quiet Romeo. What was he chirping in this dude's ear?
Right.
Only where your guy can
Dude, he never even had a chance to bring it in. He just held it in both hands the whole way. Look.
Yep.
2 hands on the ball the whole way. I love it.
Packers up 31-14. 3rd and 11 play for the Bears. Oh, Lord have mercy. What we have here? Crank it.
Oh,
Oh man, love it. That's awesome.
That's my favorite part, man. Watch this guy try to tackle Quay. This is great.
get off me.
He's the one that ran over Rudy.
Quay's like,
He was like a pinball. He was like a pinball. He just like bounced off him and went the other direction.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got to see that again. Run that from the top one time.
Right here. This is the best angle right here. Let's we'll turn the audio down. Let's watch it here in this angle. Let's see what the defensive call is, first of all. So it's just a 4-man rush. Look at that. And I pointed this out last year. I think it was all but 2 of our interceptions came from quarters coverage. Nobody likes quarters until you get pick sixes off of them. That's your quarter coverage we talk about. That's your Fangio, right? You got 2 on the shelf. He's responsible for a quarter, and these are guys who are just kind of playing underneath his own. And I remember this play too because the route comes from across, and watch Quay bait him. Quay's going to take a step to his right, our left from this camera view. Watch Quay bait him. Right here, Justin Fields thinks, okay, like his key is right here. He's looking at Quay and going, okay, he's biting that direction. I'm going to have a window to punch the ball in right here because you're going to have, I think it's number 11 is going to come across, and he's just going to anticipate the throw and throw it because he sees Quay bouncing in this direction, right? Watch Quay. Reading the eyes, sits, bang. Here it is again. Oh, pick it up on that camera. That would have been awesome.
That
so
was
again,
a tough one. That was, he missed a game after that one. He got concussed on that.
Right.
At the score there.
Huge hit, yeah, as he crossed the plane there for sure. All right, Bears
Can I
have
mention
the ball.
something? Wait, can I mention something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Omer said just now, he said, it's going to be darn nice to see a D can get turnovers again this season. It's been too darn long. I've actually been reading a book about when Ron Wolf came to Green Bay and then being there 3 years and how he just got the guys and then their Super Bowl winning season. There were so many takeaways. Like the defense got so many interceptions and so many recovered fumbles and various things in those games that took them to the Super Bowl. It really is. I think it will be, if we can get those, I think it's going to be huge in helping us go further this next season. And hopefully I'm going to cross my fingers. I'm rooting for them to make it to the Super Bowl, but I think turnovers will be a real big key.
Oh, it's huge. Turnover differential is probably the single most important statistic of every game of football. Like if you, I can't remember the exact percentages, but Bill Parcells harped on it all the time. If you were +1 in turnover differential, you got it's something like a 78 or 82% chance of winning the game. If you go +2, you jump all the way to 90%. If you go +3, it's like 94% chance that you win the ball game. It's everything. It really is. And, when it comes to turnovers too, you were talking about Ron Wolf's team winning because they had a lot of turnovers. You guys remember in 2010, the 2 key statistics that I remember the most was the amount of turnovers the Packers created, and specifically in the playoffs. B.J. Raji got a pick 6 in the NFC Championship. B.J. Raji, all 412 pounds of him, or however much he weighs. And
I saw that tweet earlier, Clayton. That was great, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the one with the kid?
Yeah, that was awesome.
So now think about the Super Bowl. Nick Collins, pick 6, right? It just happened over and over and over. So even in 2010, now the other key statistic was third down conversion or third down. Let me back up. Passer rating on third downs. Aaron Rodgers, I think he led the league in passer rating on third downs. So we were extremely efficient on third downs on the offensive side of the ball, and we just took the ball away every single game. It's absolutely huge. It's
and
great.
That's a staple of what Hafley's talking about, right? Taking the ball away, being aggressive towards the ball. Telling you, making tackles and being ball hawks. That's what this defense is going to be.
Absolutely.
He wanted to check. He wanted to see his quarterback play well and his defense play well. And I think it's pretty clear that those two Fields is
Look at that. Carl Brooks, baby. Let's take it back and let's see the rush move here. See if we can remember what he did. Is this a little stunt here, Emilio? It kind of looked like it, didn't it? Let's see here. Make sure. So here's Carl Brooks. He's going to be playing on the inside, right? You got Preston Smith outside. No, he's just going to work on the outside.
Oh, yeah. I think Preston just went for that swim, and it opened it up for him.
Yep.
What would it, if there was a stunt? If there was a stunt, what would it have looked like?
So if this, it kind of works as an ET stunt, although it really wasn't.
Kind of delayed, I guess.
With an ET stunt, you've got ET stunts and you got TE stunts. You've also got scrape blitzes. You got loop blitzes. this right here would have been an ET stunt if it was designed. I'm with Amelia. I don't know if it was, but with an ET stunt, the first letter is who goes first, Carly. So edge is what the E stands for. T is tackle. Okay. So the edge would go first. He would crash inside, and then the tackle would work off the backside. That's called a stunt. You also hear it called a game. They're running games up front. Okay. So you got ET stunts where the E crashes, the T comes outside, and then you got TE stunts where the T will crash and the E will wrap in the side. That makes sense?
So it's considered a stunt because they're like kind of changing position. They're crossing and changing their lineup.
Bingo. You got it.
Okay.
Clayton, you see who popped in the chat?
Who is?
We got a bear down in the chat.
Oh, I bet we do.
Shout out to Jay Grizz. Jay Grizz in the chat. What's up?
Bring your friends.
Still suck.
Hey, Jay Grizz, remember we kept telling you your quarterback sucked and you didn't believe us? Welcome to the chat, buddy.
Bring the friends.
Yeah. Hey, hit that like button while you're in here, bub. We appreciate it.
Actually.
Yeah, we got love for the Bears fans. We just don't like your football team.
Yeah.
No, listen, I've got respect for Bears fans. I do. I know people get mad when I say that, but I've met a lot of really cool Bears fans over the years. I have.
I agree.
Just like any fan base, the worst ones are the loudest, So
the worst ones are the Vikings.
Yeah, correct. That's exactly right. 3rd and 5 play here, 38-14. Packers are just absolutely boat racing the Bears. Little screen pass. A.J. Dillon. Let's go. First down. All right, back on defense, still 38-14. Here's Justin Fields, 6 minutes left. Drops back to pass, hits Cole Kmet, missed tackle by Rudy Ford. This Rudy Ford guy, I don't know why y'all wanted to keep him around.
What? Who's y'all? You mean you? Oh, man.
So, obviously, they're driving a little bit here. You're just kind of in your prevent defense. You know the clock's your opponent at this point. But Justin going to check it down again.
Dang, dude, that 0 to 10 yard range is fire for Justin Fields.
I'm telling you. All right, hammer in the flat. Jonathan Owens. Touchdown Bears. Is that a touchdown? Look at it again here. See what the announcers say.
Let's take a look here. They marked him out at the 4. Let's see. No.
He's in.
That's
a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a tutter.
And go for 2.
Johnson.
Got it.
Head down, in for the touchdown. So the rookie gets his first score.
Nothing like scoring late in the game and knowing that it doesn't matter.
That Bears fan, he's seen this before. He knew exactly when to come in.
Incomplete.
All right, 2 minutes left. Look, my boy Sean Clifford in here. Let's see what he does. Just hand that thing off.
You know he wanted to throw.
Oh, no doubt. A toss play.
4th and 6.
Moment of silence for Patrick Taylor.
Yes.
In the NFL, then the surprise New York Giants.
All right, should be the last play, I would imagine.
Oh, bang, another 0 to 10er. Let's go, Justin Fields.
Look, have McDuffie and Dallin Levitt in too. All the backups.
That was Dallin Levitt's tackle. That was the tackle he had last year.
Yeah.
That's
The single tackle.
All right, so that's a wrap. Packers won 38-20 in week 1 against the Bears. Probably could have done it a little bit different. Hopefully it wasn't too clunky for you guys and gals. But I don't know. I think it's going to be a cool series that we can do every week here and kind of get reacquainted with what happened last year. That's a lot of fun to kind of go back and see that stuff for sure. So
except for the next 6 weeks are not going to be nearly as much fun.
That's very true. But that's the thing.
It's going to be worth it.
Yeah, you gotta learn, okay, like what went wrong, what happened and why did it happen type thing, right? That's what we got to really key in on, because again, I think what you're going to see over the next few weeks, in these next weeks coming up, is Jordan Love's accuracy was pretty bad. I think you'll see a little bit of that. I think you'll see him playing behind. He was kind of late getting to his reads. Once he turned it on the second half of the season, boy, the rest is history, obviously. But going to the box score here real quick from that game, just to kind of give you a quick little glimpse as to how the stats laid out. Jordan Love was 15 of 27 for 245 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, with a rating of 123.2. Aaron Jones, 9 carries, 41 yards and a touchdown. Patrick Taylor, 5 carries for 22 yards. A.J. Dillon, 13 carries for only 19 yards. They shut him down pretty well there. And then Aaron Jones had 2 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown there. Luke Musgrave, 3 grabs for 50 yards. I didn't realize he was that effective in that game. That's pretty cool. Jaden Reed, 2 catches for 48 yards. What's that, Amelia?
I'm sorry. Stream is down right now on YouTube.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Appreciate you letting me know, man. It'll come back up. It's just, recognizing copyright. Let's see. Romeo Dobbs, 4 catches for 26 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Romeo in the red zone, man. That's the go-to guy. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Samori Toure, 2 catches for 18 yards. A.J. Dillon, 2 catches for 17 yards. Dontavian Wicks got targeted twice, didn't have a catch. Malik Heath got targeted once, didn't have a catch. On the defensive side of the ball, Darnell Savage led the team in tackles with 9 total tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. Keyshawn Nixon with 8 tackles, 1 for a loss. Rasul Douglas, 8 tackles, 1 pass defense or pass deflection, whatever you want to say. Devondre Campbell, 7 tackles. Preston Smith, 5 tackles. Let's see, going down. Let's see if we can find these sacks here. Devontae Wyatt. So Devontae Wyatt had 1.5 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss, 2 quarterback hits. Get the Bears fan in the house says the highlights were just starting to get good. Why would I cancel the stream?
Jay Grizz is like, man, you're messing up my vibe, man. What's going on?
I love it, man. Hey, you're welcome in here anytime, Jay Grizz. We appreciate you being a good sport, buddy. Good to see you here. So let's see. We had Devontae Wyatt with 1.5 sacks, had kind of a coming out party. Lucas Van Ness with that sack on Justin Fields. Kenny Clark with a 0.5 sack. Carl Brooks with a sack. So defense.
And Dallin Levitt with that big tackle.
Right there at the end. Special teams, too. Don't leave them out, right? Keyshawn Nixon averaged 27.5 yards per return with a long of 28. Quay Walker obviously had the pick 6 there. It was a 37-yard return. And Jaden Reed on punt returns, 3 for 54 yards, average of 18, a long of 35, that big return you've seen there. Punting, Daniel Whelan punted 5 times for 249 yards. He averaged 49.8 yards per punt. He had 2 touchbacks, 1 inside the 20 and a long of 68. Anders Carlson was perfect on the day, 1 for 1 in field goals and 5 for 5 in extra points. So that's how the box score shook out. Let's go around the horn. We'll wrap this big bear up. Tim, takeaways, bub. What stood out to you, man? Feels like it was a lifetime ago when we actually watched this live, right?
I know, right? It's crazy. I remember when Carl Brooks had that sack on Fields, just screaming, Jacob! Jacob! Because Jacob was talking all off season about Carl Brooks, and just to see him come out, and after the camp that Carl Brooks had, and to see him come out in week 1 like that and get a sack, it's like I was happy for us, happy for Carl Brooks, but I was like so happy for Jacob because he just totally called that one. So we got to shout out the beard on that one for sure. But just that's my takeaway, man. Great game, great way to start the year last year, and the Bears still suck. That's all you can say.
There you go. Sorry, Grizz. Amelia, what was your big takeaway, bub? What stood out to you?
Dude, just how well those rookie played right off the bat. Jaden Reed got popped once, lost his helmet, dropped a ball, came back, made 2 big, long catches. I like that they had that effort. Musgrave had that deep catch. Everyone came to play. We need that this year. And now with those guys being that 1 year with experience, kind of like how Romeo was, I just hope that everyone, like we've heard in the interviews and everything, everyone's gelling well. They're all, getting to know each other, getting their nicknames down, all that stuff. And it's cool to see. We saw it happen here against the Bears, but I'm ready for it this year too.
Definitely. Carly, you learned what an ET stunt was, so that's kind of cool, right?
I sure did. No, that's great. I love, it's so cool. It's just, I want it to continue this year. I want a lot more games to celebrate this year.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, it seems like the majority of the people, I don't think I've heard anybody pick less than 10 wins. Now, listen, it doesn't mean it's a slam dunk. It's the NFL, man. Which stands for not for long when you overlook opponents, right? Like you got to go out and play every Sunday, but it's looking like what I'm seeing is 10 to 13 wins is kind of what I'm coming up with when I'm looking at the schedule. I'll give a final prediction there as we get a little closer to the season, but I think I'm going to settle in probably 10 to 13 wins, just like as always, barring any crazy injuries, right? If I don't even want to say it out loud, but if your quarterback breaks his thumb like Aaron did that year, all bets are off, right? Like it's just, you never know what's going to happen.
Things could be a lot worse. I could be a Bears fan.
You could go 0-17 and things could still be worse. You could be embarrassed. I do remember this. I'll say this and we'll wrap up. I remember going into that week with a little more anxiety than I usually had. You guys know I'm a pretty calm fan. Like I guess I am. I'm a couple decades into this program now as a Packer fan. And when I watch games, I watch them a little different than most fans. I don't get all like emotionally charged and everything. But I do remember thinking, I just want for Jordan Love, I want him to be able to go in here and just get a big win against the Chicago Bears and kind of, set his career off on the right path. And it was so cool to see that happen. And again, it wasn't like he handed the ball off 40 times and didn't have a touchdown. Dude threw for 3 touchdowns, protected the football, played really well. So
that's a testament to Matt LaFleur, right? Just calling a hell of a game right away and just, giving Jay Money the ball and letting him do what he does and not putting handcuffs on a first-year starter, just cutting him loose. And, we saw the end result.
Yep.
Matt walked in.
Yeah, our guys better wake up with their piss hot, like I said before. So
Tupac LaFleur.
Same thing last season. Same thing this year. Let's go.
Hey, Clayton, you know what, though? You hit it on the head last year when you were talking about that. You said, during the Aaron Rodgers era, it was like, we'd get up on Sundays and we just expect the team not to lose. You're watching for a team not to lose a game, just expecting that win every week. And, it's you get to this young team, you got, first-year starter, a lot of uncertainty. And it's like it's kind of fun to be excited and root for a team where it's kind of up in the air and you're looking for them to win every week as opposed to not losing. And, we got a hell of a ride and we're going to take that ride again next few weeks here as we relive the 2023 season.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. I'm excited about it. I really am. It's going to be a fun year. And again, we may debut the college football podcast this weekend. We'll see how things go. It might be next weekend. Obviously, still roughly a month away before things really heat up in college football. But we're going to get y'all plenty of college information this year to kind of go along with setting the stage for the draft. It's going to be in Green Bay next year. I'm so excited about it, man. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll be back tomorrow. I'll go ahead and get us set up for week 2. I don't even remember who our week 2 opponent was. Do you guys remember?
That would be the Falcons.
Falcons
went to the game and we lost by 1 point. And I'll see you in the stands.
maybe we'll see Emilio in the stands.
I was holding a flag over the railing. I was up in the second level. Yeah. Only G flag. Everyone was yelling at me to get it down.
Did you have the sombrero on?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we knew you had the sombrero. Of course you did. Which, by the way, man, Mandy swung by a place here in town called Barbaritos today. Got me a big steak quesadilla, man. This thing was, I tell you what it was. That steak quesadilla, it was pretty darn
thick.
Exactly. It was amazing. So, yeah, Emilio, you said sombrero. I had a quesadilla. There you go, man. It's my Hispanic heritage of the day there for you. All right. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know how I roll, man. So, all right, we're out. Appreciate y'all.
For those of you listening on the pod,
thank you for making us a part of your day. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world. Go Pack, go.
The power sweep. Actually, it's the lead play in our offense. We ask our YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet. Get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here, and try to run this play in the alley.